I decided it would be best to wear my shirt. Okay? Still got the moles. I'd rather be smart and ugly than handsome and stupid. Yes. Okay. I'm going to touch up a little more on what I discussed the other day about Portland. There was a celebrity who I'm ashamed to say I broke bread with. I would DM this celebrity several times a week for over a year. I had previously, in years past, read their autobiography. They even bought one of my PVC patches. I listened to their podcast. I supported them. Even though we have political differences, this is still America. And I withdrew my support for this celebrity because they went a little too radical. Now, this celebrity does not live in Portland. This celebrity owns a gun. This celebrity has, not 24 hours a day, but on special occasions, bodyguards. And those bodyguards are of the special forces category. Now, this celebrity is 100% on board with defunding the police, the bail donations, BLM, and other things that have gotten. I had to withdraw my support. They went too fucking far. Okay? Now, I am a tolerant person. Okay? First of all, I am not any position to judge anybody, okay? I'm loud, I'm obnoxious, I curse a lot, okay? Okay, I don't go to church every Sunday. Okay? I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you that I'm a saint. If you want sainthood, go somewhere else. Okay? Go, if you want saints and singing and dancing, this is not the place. All I have is my morals. And I will stick by those morals regardless of who I have to sever ties with, okay? If you don't like it, you know where the unfollow button is, or the unsubscribe, or unlike, or whatever platform you're listening on. The celebrity also supports a radical organization called Fascism, Resist Fascism, in particular, Resist Fascism LA. Now, Resist Fascism is an organization which is similar to Antifa BLM. And they are worse. They publicly endorse removing Trump and Pence. Not removing as in second Tuesday in November. No. First day in November. No. Remove as in remove early. Okay? That by any means necessary bullshit. Okay? They have called Trump Nazi, KKK, all the bullshit. And that is disturbing. And they are vehemently on board with resisting federal intervention in a lot of places, in particular Portland. Now, Portland just had, this is the very early morning hours of Saturday the 25th. Portland just had its 58th night of rioting. Now, imagine a riot trying to call 911. In addition to, though, if you have 58 days of rioting, people that are not related to the riot will take advantage, i.e., serial killers, rapists, muggers. Because they figure if every single cop in town is responding to a riot every single night of the week for like 58 straight days, they can do other shit and get away with it. Okay, so the other criminal elements that are doing things outside of the riot, plus the riots themselves, which are vandalizing, burning, bombing, looting, raping, killing, assaulting, okay, hurting police officers, hurting federal agents, and the Trump administration has finally decided to send federal forces, which most likely will be ATF, DEA, FBI, and marshals. Now, federal marshals are often responsible for security at federal courthouses, but other entities can be brought in, such as Homeland Security, even the actual military itself. And if you remember, Bush Sr., for those that are old enough to remember, Bush Sr. sent the National Guard and even the Marine Corps into LA. Yes. Could you function if your hometown had 58 nights of riot consecutive? What about guys that gotta work in a pharmacy? Guys that gotta work in a grocery store? Guys that gotta work in a hospital? Paramedics, firefighters, okay? Critical infrastructure guys. Can they go to and from work with riots going on for 58 days? Can you, if you had a problem, let's assume you had a stroke, and your spouse or someone tried to take you to the hospital. Well, they're not gonna get an ambulance. They gotta drive you themselves. Are they gonna be able to drive you to the hospital for your stroke if you're experiencing 58 straight days of rioting? The virus itself is bad enough. But the virus aside, imagine 58 days of rioting. Imagine the damage that will cause physically. Okay? You have a house, or even a small condo. What's it worth now? Nothing. Literally nothing. You could have literally bought a really nice condo for $150, or a decent house for $350. Okay? It is worth literally nothing. Literally. Because you can't live there because it's too dangerous, like living in fucking downtown Syria. And you can't sell it because the only guys that want to buy it will be drug dealers and murderers. What if you owned a business? It's bad enough that your business was affected by COVID. You know, you might have had a store that was shut down, or you might have had a store with essential and put unlimited certain restrictions. Okay, combine the COVID outcome of your store with 58 straight days of rioting, looting, pillaging, burning, raping. Imagine how terrifying that would be. Which is why we have guns. I mean, just imagine the horror. 58 straight days with no one in sight. And imagine the stupidity of celebrities who live in another state, who have bodyguards and guns, them saying that the federal government should not come to your town because it will oppress and terrorize you. And it's not just Portland, it's also Chicago and a lot of other cities all run by Democrats. They either told their police to stand down under the penalty of termination, or they told their police they were racist pigs and their police didn't want to take action for fear of being prosecuted or fired or some shit. Which I'm not going to blame them for. Who's going to restore order? You went out of your way to fail your duty, and now you're going to obstruct the federal government for doing your job for you. And you're aided by rich celebrities from out of town. Here's what I say. I say all these rich celebrities, okay, send the federal government into Portland, Chicago, Detroit, LA, okay, send all those fucking cities. Okay, send the federal government in there. whatever you want to call it, whether it's marshals, Homeland, DEA, whoever they are, send them in there. Have them arrest everybody. Instead of bringing them to jail, bring them to the houses of the celebrities that support them. Because if the celebrities support them that much, they should house them or deal with them themselves. You know, imagine this. Imagine if someone told you to lay on glass. Okay? And then they had 3 people come out and stand on you. And then someone in the back is saying, you're fine. That's what that is. Or imagine if you were held upside down on a crane and you were dunked in water. And as you're dunked in the water, someone in the back of the audience is saying on the megaphone, he's fine, leave him in there longer, or put more water in. That's what this is. Okay? That's what these celebrities are doing. And other organizations and charities. Okay? It's not happening in their backyard. Okay? We need to arrest the people. The federal government should arrest the people, but don't put them in jail. Put them in the celebrity neighborhoods. I want to say they like it. It's kind of like rape, okay? Rape is cool when you're the rapist, but not when you're the victim. Okay? Torture looks like fun to watch, but not when you're on. You ever see Braveheart? I know Braveheart is historically inaccurate, okay? Braveheart is historically inaccurate. Let's start with that, okay? But in Braveheart, and he was really fucked up in real life. They wrote this stuff, okay? They really got in real life, okay? In Braveheart, you see the British subjects who are cheering as William Wallace is tortured to death. Would they be cheering if it was them? Okay? Just imagine if it's you. Or cancer. Okay? Imagine if someone had cancer. Okay? And you go to the hospital and you see them in the cancer ward fucked up with tumors all over their body and they're going through chemotherapy and all this other shit, and their body's just fucked up entirely. And you sit there eating popcorn, watching them just eating the popcorn as they suffer in pain, unbearable pain. See, that's what these celebrities and other fucking assholes, they are sadists. Okay? They're no different than the guys that sit there and laugh as you are tortured. They're no different than the guys that sit there and laugh as you go through cancer. Okay? Just imagine the horror if you were in the hospital with cancer, and I came by and I laughed at you. Or imagine if your child died. Imagine if your child died for whether it's a car accident or AIDS or murder. Imagine if your child died. And as you're at the funeral, looking in the box, okay, your child's dead body's laying there. I came in and I started laughing and telling jokes and, taking their finger and putting it in their nose and writing on their face with a magic marker. How would you feel about that? That's what these celebrities and charities and that's what they are. Okay? They're actively standing there watching your community burn, your store looted, your house burnt to the ground. Okay? Your husband beaten in the face with a fucking brick. Okay? And they're sitting there calling the federal government trying to come in and stop it, Gestapo. Or imagine my grandfather when he liberated a concentration camp. Imagine someone calling him a Nazi as he liberated the Jews. That's what this is. Thank you.